Passengers whose flight out of Sydney was disrupted by a man claiming to have a bomb have complained they felt abandoned by police during the emergency. Extraordinary scenes unfolded on Malaysian Airlines flight MH122 when 45-year-old Muhammad Ali Arif began a mid-air rant. It forced the pilot to make an emergency turnback. But once back on the Sydney tarmac, passengers were left stranded for nearly 3 hours, fearful for their safety, and with one mother and her baby later hospitalised for dehydration. Tonight, the man who sparked the scare is in custody after being refused bail.
My name is Muhammad.
He was pointing, shouting, pushing, arguing, ranting.
Are you a slave of Allah? Say it. Say it.
And at one point, even praying on a mat in the aisle. But passengers say there was a clear turning point when the man's behaviour switched from bizarre to terrifying.
He just stood up and harassing people and saying that he had a bomb in his bag.
He actually said he had a bomb?
He had a bomb in his bag, yep. And that's when things, plane turned around, we had to go back.
MH122 bound for Kuala Lumpur did a 180 near Wilcannia.
And you could feel the plane banking, and suddenly we had a course for Sydney. And nobody told us why.
It landed safely.
Oh my God.
Amid an emergency response, then nothing.
We had to sit on the aircraft for way too long.
3 hours sitting.
Yeah, I wanted to get off. I wanted the police to show up.
Not sure why the police took 2 hours or 3 hours for us to strand in the tarmac.
A weight felt more than most by Valutha Parambath and his wife Nikitha, who'd been travelling with her mum, their 2-month-old baby and young son. That's Nikitha on the ground in the terminal.
It's just that there was no food, water, just got dehydrated, and I had to feed my baby, and the baby was also feeling that stress, I guess.
She had to be treated by paramedics.
And we went to the hospital, had to get in some drips.
I really question what the federal police were doing for 3 hours. It's just not acceptable that they let us with the crazy guy for 3 hours.
Only when night fell did police board the plane.
All passengers are required to disembark this aircraft without your hand luggage.
The passengers were evacuated down the stairs and onto buses. The man placed under arrest.
The protocol in Australia is to negotiate. We don't storm planes. This is not TV. It's not the movies.
45-year-old Muhammad Ali Arif was trussed up in a police wagon and charged with making a false threat to harm an aircraft and refusing crew direction. He also refused to leave his cell for court today.
The matter's adjourned until tomorrow. The court will make a determination one way or another.
His lawyer citing mental health issues. Arif from Canberra does maintain active social media accounts focused mainly on religion.
My brothers and sisters in Islam.
And while critical of police, passengers have praised the Malaysia Airlines crew.
The staff were incredible.
Who today were back at work.
Many people are saying that you were very good at keeping the man calm.
Thank you so much. It's just that we did what we were supposed to do.
Cool heads on a flight from hell.
Is the flight going to blow up? No information was given.
But despite all of that, these passengers now have to get on board yet another aeroplane, checking in before strapping in for alternative flights. Perhaps understandably, some have chosen to scrap their travel plans altogether.
I don't feel like sitting on another plane, so my husband is picking me up and I'm going home.
Daniel Sutton for 10 News First.